What's up, y'all? This is Henny. And man, listen, it's been an incredible year for me, man. I mean, I hate the fact that I haven't been able to do as many videos this year, but my life has taken me in so many different places. And today I want to talk to you about the 10 favorite items, the 10 favorite brands that I've been using over the course of this year that's really made my life better. I wanted to at least bring you into my world as it relates to the things that make it easier for me every day. So these are my 10 favorite things that I've came across, whether it was a product or a brand that I really with. This year I've taken way more of a minimalistic approach to my lifestyle, my brand, the things that I wear. That'll be the things that I'm showing you. So y'all know what we're gonna do. We gotta get into it. Should be a fun one. Let's do this. Let's go.
The business.
Up first, my favorite t-shirt. Now, I've been wearing these t-shirts for the last, I would say, 9 months now, and these things are incredible. I came across, I think it was from Pack Hacker or Chase Reeves or somebody talking about, the ultimate packing shirts, packing brands, because as I travel, as I get out there in the world, I was thinking, how do I not take so much? I used to take so much stuff. It was incredible. I was like, I'd take a couple bags just in case. I might need this, I might need that. And it was ridiculous the amount of things that I was taking with me. And I wanted to condense my mind state, condense all the things that I actually need when I'm out there and out and about. And I came across this company called Outlier. Now, Outlier makes this shirt. You probably see me wear this shirt a lot of these videos over the last year and me, out and about on social media. But what it is merino wool. And if you don't know anything about merino wool, it's a fabric, it's a wool that allows you to wear products like this thick t-shirts, but it wicks the moisture away so you don't, and it's I think it's called antimicrobial. So it doesn't allow yourself to get funky fast. You know what I mean? Because if you're out there in hot climates, hot temperatures, you might sweat. But it also helps in cold conditions when you want to stay warmer. So merino wool is, it's the shit. I've tried a few shirts over the last, few months, but I always come back to the shirts from Outlier. And these are the ultra fine merino t-shirts. And I've had a few of these. Let me be honest with you. They are the most expensive t-shirts I've ever bought. They're retailing about $110 a shirt. It is very pricey. But what I tell you is I've had 2 to 3 of these shirts, and that's all I've needed to go in between to really start building up a wardrobe that'll last over time. So, Outlier. The other thing that they make are these things called the slim dungarees, right? These pants are the most comfortable pants and most versatile pants I've ever had. They stretch, they're very comfortable, and they just look well. And so I've been rocking the shirt and the pants. These are actually called the slim dungarees. The slim dungarees from Outlier. And man, when I tell you these two, I think they have a deal where you can get both of them together. I think that's what I started with the pants and the one shirt. Hey, if you want to start investing into products, into, stuff that actually allows you to go out in the world and not worry so much about wear and tear, not worry so much about how long is this going to last, and you buy products that just look good over time. I've washed these things over and over and over again. And I was the guy who would wear the t-shirt one time and be like, I've already washed it. I'm not going to wear it out again. That was me. And now I wear these all the time. They still look good. They still look new. And they maintain their fit. They maintain their collars. They maintain, they don't look ashy or anything like that. Great, great product. So Outlier, number one, I highly recommend them as an investment for men in, in your travel wear, in your everyday wear. I've already talked about these, and I had a whole review on these, but these Airpop Pros, boy, they just seal the deal when it comes to so many things. that you need with a headphone, whether it's the noise cancellation, the good sound, the convenience of having these in your pocket, not have to worry so much of having over the ear headphones when you're on the plane. And then the just convenience of AirPods themselves. I use these every day now, just like I use my other AirPods. And, these things, they just work and they get out your way and they allow you to enjoy music, enjoy podcasts in any environment that you need without having too much interruption. So I can't speak more about it. I will link my review to these up there, wherever. But these AirPod Pros, just know one of my favorite things of 2019. Now, let's get into bags a little bit because I tried a ton of bags this year, and I know a lot of those people out there who use, a lot of camera gear, you're doing a lot of traveling. You're out there, you want something for your, you want something for your everyday carry stuff. You want something for your camera stuff. You want something for your, your travel stuff. Some people have really adopted this one bag travel lifestyle. I have not got there yet, but I've really started to really love the brand Air, and that's AER. And this is their City Sling. I have a few of their products, but this is a great sling everyday carry bag that I carry my phone, my AirPods, maybe some in-ear headphones that I can use with low latency for, recording on my iPad if I'm doing tracks or if I'm, recording things. I carry, a good pen in here. I carry whatever little headache medicines if I need that. I carry, my battery pack. All of these things fit in a very simple bag. And this is the Air City Sling. It retails for about $75. And I also use, for my everyday carry, for my everyday bag, I use their Flight Pack 2.0. This is their Flight Pack 2.0. And I've been using this nonstop. I got rid of the big bag, and I realized that this Flight Pack, I'm not sure how much it retails for right now. I'll put that on the screen. But yeah, their products are built well. They have great durability. They have a nice, sleek look to them, and when I'm out and about, they just get the job done without being overly. I like things like topo design, like I did in my what's in my camera bag, or even peak design. For some of the other bag and some of the way that you can carry camera gear, but I've been trying to carry less and less over the last few months and be a little bit more minimal on the way that I carry things. So this bag, the City Sling, along with that Flight Pack, this is a very, very good company to invest in when it comes to bags, slings, and the like. So I've really, really been digging Air. I love this bag. I love the way that you can carry just enough stuff without too much. Because if you get into slings and you get into trying to wear a sling and you get a too big of a sling, I've had too big of a sling where you just want to fill it up. And then it's like you're carrying a backpack. So I started really thinking about condensing the sling, making sure I just had my essentials, and that was all that I needed. And I realized that more and more, just being able to have all that I could carry in this sling was everything that I needed on a daily carry. So this is the Air City Sling, and this is another one of my very, very favorite products, very, very favorite brands of 2019. Shout out to Air. Let's be real. I bought all this stuff. I didn't ask them. I didn't ask them to send it to me. There's only a couple things on this table that I'm talking about that I actually had, sent to me. But I will be doing a giveaway to a couple of these items, so don't trip. There will be giveaways to these things as well. But all of these products I bought myself, and yeah, I really, really, really believe in them. So there it is. Number 4, I gotta talk about my iPad Mini 5. And yes, I've done a review on this as well. But what can I say, man? I think I use this more now than I use this iPad Pro 2018 on a daily basis. I use my iPad Pro when I want to do, when I want to really dive into my music production, when I really want to dive in to my video editing, all my business stuff, I handle with my iPad Pro 2018. Still love it to death. But every day when I'm, listening, viewing content, doing stuff, maybe even getting some tracks started, when I'm out in the go, this thing, and this is the one that I have that has LTE on it. My iPad Pro 2018 does not have LTE. So I really love the fact that this form factor just fits well in places that, my 12.9 iPad Pro doesn't. And if you're in the market for an iPad Pro, I would always suggest at this point, get the 11-inch, not the 12.9. It can fit in so many other places than the 12.9 is. When you get into that territory, you're really starting to get into laptop territory, and then you really have to come up with the solution of, how mobile is it really? And so, this iPad Mini 5, I take this thing with me everywhere, and the fact that it still has the headphone jack for my music stuff, the fact that it's just as powerful as some of my, last year's model iPad and iPhones, and I can do everything on it. I can watch TV, I can watch my, my shows, the YouTube, I can edit video if I want to in a pinch, I can make tracks from scratch. I can do everything that I can do on a normal iPad, but just in this form factor. This thing goes with me everywhere, and it just gets the job done, and it's simple and it's minimal. So I use this a ton, and I highly recommend this if you're in the market for an iPad in general. Like if you just want an iPad, if you're just looking for an iPad to do a multitude of things, the iPad Mini 5 is my choice for you. So that's that. The iPad Mini 5. I can't say too much more about it than the fact that I use it every day, and it's holding me down. So yeah, this is the 256 gigabyte LTE model. Number 5. Now this might be weird, but listen, I came across native deodorant. Listen, some things you just never think to search for to really figure out like what's the best thing to get for that specific thing, right? When it comes to deodorant, you have your trusted brands you've been using forever. But when I started to think about the materials that I was wearing, whether it's merino wool or some fabrics that are a little bit more delicate, if I'm wearing like a white shirt and over time I wanted to not have the pit stain so crazy, right? I came across native deodorant. They sell it at Target and Walmart's now in the States. And I've been using this eucalyptus and mint version probably for the last 8-9 months, and it's a really solid deodorant. Like it's a deodorant, but it really it's aluminum free. It's a good brand, and I really like the fact that it works well with the fabrics that I'm wearing all the time. A lot of this merino wool, the stuff that's a little bit more delicate. So hey man, if you ever wanted to figure out what to switch up on the deodorant game, native. Trust me, they hold it down. That is number 5. Like I said, these things are the things that have helped me just get into a new way of thinking about travel, about my life, about how I go about the world, and what things are just going to make it easy for me when it comes to durability, when it comes to, mobility, all of these things. So, yeah, man, I can't say enough. Like, these are the products that I actually use daily. Number 6, Rove. I don't know how to pronounce this company, but these are the sunglasses that I put everybody onto. They are so well built, and they have so many different styles, right? I really like the fact that I can wear these day in and day out, fold them up, put them in my back pocket, not worry if I sit on them or whatever, I'm rough on them. They have been through it all, and just like that, they just fold up, and I can go straight in my pocket, straight in my sling. And they're just worth the investment if you're really into a good quality pair of sunglasses. And so I put my friends on, I put my family on, and everybody seems to have the same agreement when it's like, yo, these are some good solid sunglasses that really get the job done, and you won't lose them, because half the time you spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on quality sunglasses and you put them here and then you put them there and you don't know what happens and you lose them, and next thing you know, you got to buy another pair. And so I'm glad to say that I've had these for 6-7 months. I I have not been easy on them, and they are really, really solid sunglasses, and they have a ton of different styles. And the fact that right now it is Thanksgiving Eve and there's a lot of Black Friday sales for all of this stuff, I know that they're having like a 50% off a lot of their styles. So, hey, if you're in the mood, if you're in the need for some sunglasses that will go with you and you probably won't lose them, Rove. These things are dope. Just take my word on it. They're dope. Now, this is the only product on this list that I sponsored that was sent to me, but it has really, really helped my workflow. And this is the Narbox 2.0 SSD. And I'll tell you right now, this thing, a lot of people are very turned off about the price of this thing, and I feel you. I mean, it's expensive as hell. What the convenience that it's brought to my workflow, especially dealing with Fuji and these files and importing it to my iPad and having issues with the import and the files freezing and all of that. When I just stick the file in here, import it directly into here, and then use this device to have a backup, and then to also transfer those files directly into my iPad, I have had no issues. And I really, really think that, if you make an investment into a wireless portable SSD drive that can also import, your SD cards and all of that, this is the thing to invest in. So, like I said, I've already done a review on this. I've talked about this in length. You can check that review out, but I use this thing for all of my videos to import, back up, and make sure that my files are secure. So the Narbox 2.0, hey man, it's holding me down. One of my favorite things, 2019. I did a lot of investing into um like I did a lot of investing into suits and more, things that I had to get dressed up for, because I've been put in situations where I just felt like I wanted to look that way. And for those of you that are looking for a good suit, a quality suit that you can travel with, that you don't have to worry about having a suit bag, that you don't have to worry about, always having to take to the cleaners and so forth. I've been really rocking with this company, Ministry of Supply. And so, I mean, I got a ton of their stuff, right? Listen, I've invested so much in their products because they look good and they are just super, super convenient. This is their kinetic blazer and kinetic pants. Stretchy, but looks good. If you see me on, IG or anything with the suit game, I've been probably rocking Ministry of Supply. Their suits and their polos, just really well built, have the stretchiness to them, right? And all of this stuff is wrinkle free. You can easily put this in the washer on cold, the whole suit, and just know that it's clean, and then just get to traveling, get to work, not have to worry about the dry cleaners, because I would take everything to the dry cleaners in the beginning, like t-shirts, shirts, everything, like pants, it didn't matter, scarves, I took everything to the dry cleaners just for that crispiness, just for that whatever. I was just that guy who always did that. And when I look at Ministry of Supply and I look at their suits, I have the gray one as well. I pretty much have all their suits. I've invested in it. But, when I talk about, the stretchiness of it and the durability of just being able to rock this and travel with it and not have to worry about having that suit bag, having that, thinking about it's going to be wrinkled. Do I have to iron it? You can literally take these things out your bag, throw them on, and with 10 to 15 minutes, they're crispy. And so, if you're in the market to find a good suit, because, these kinetic, I think the whole suit all in is about $400, and they're Their polos are probably like about $75. I'm not sure what type of Black Friday sales they have right now, but listen, invest in products that will last a long time. I used to do a lot of shopping with a lot of different brands, and within 6 to 7 months of wearing a certain piece of gear, whatever, um, it just started falling apart. And, it wasn't like I was trying to buy cheap things. It was more so that I was just trying to find cool looking things that weren't built well. And so I started to switch into finding products that travel well, trying to find products that, I didn't have to do so much to. So, Ministry of Supply, their stuff has been holding me down. Their shirts, their polos, their dress shirts, their suits. So for those who are looking for more of a professional look, check out Ministry of Supply. Once again, I didn't ask for them to sponsor me or anything. I bought all of this stuff, and hey man, I can throw it on the floor. I can throw it back on, and it's gonna look dope. So that's yeah, Ministry of Supply. I highly recommend that, and it's one of my favorite products, favorite brands of 2019. Now, I could not talk favorite things 2019 without talking about this iPhone 11 Pro. Boy, this thing is just been amazing me over and over and over again. Now you know that, I love cameras just like a lot of other YouTubers out there. And, I really have trusted a lot of brands. Fuji, it's been a favorite of mine. I've loved Sony for a long time, Canon before that. But when it comes to just a phone that can hold you down in so many ways, and not just from the phone perspective, but from the camera perspective, man, this iPhone 11 Pro has really done the job. Over the last month or so, I've been traveling. I've been all over the place, and I decided not to take any of my cameras. And it was a really nerve-wracking thing, like because I went to London for the Audio Developer Conference that I got back last week, and met some amazing people, did some amazing things. And was able to talk about the things, the current state of iOS as it relates to music development, as it relates to people being professional music makers, and on an iOS platform. And I just decided just to take my iOS products. I just took my phone and my iPads and a couple peripherals, but that was it. And the photos that I got from this, the video that I got from this, um, you know, I'm perfectly okay with. And is it as great as having a full frame camera or even something like this Fuji X-T3? No, it doesn't have that type of dynamic range. But is it still great photography, great videography? Yes. And I started to realize that quality of content will always trump the quality of video. And we get so caught up on the quality of video and not thinking so much about the quality of content. And half the time, our quality of content goes down the drain because we're still so focused on making sure we have the right setup, the right kit, the right lens at the right moment. When you have a phone like this that can just capture the moment right there when the things happen. And yeah, I'm just thankful for products like these that just allow it just gets out of your way and just gets it done. And so this iPhone 11 Pro, hands down, one of my favorite things of 2019. What can I say? And I've talked about it before. Like I said, it'll be around there. But last but not least, let's talk about my favorite app of 2019. And it would have to go to Koala. I mean, this fun app. When you get an app that makes you think about how you want to produce, how you want to be a professional, and it takes you back to different ways of you being able to create. I looked at this Koala app, and it made me want to start thinking about how to do more professionally on the phone, just in general. And it's a simple app, but I've been able to get so many really cool ideas out of this thing, and it just keeps getting better. Now they have the iPad version, and they have more updates coming. And me being able to speak to the developer about ways that it can become even better. I really, really love apps that are just simple and they just get a thing done easily. And being able to get drum ideas, drum samples, drum sounds, drum sequences, and even full on drum, full on cool, track ideas from this simple app that's very inexpensive. I tell you right now, Koala, it's only going to get better, and I really, really appreciate developers who are making apps that are super simple that just get the job done. So shout out to Koala. That's my favorite app of 2019. That I've gotten 2019 that that's new to me. And yeah, that's my 10 favorite things that I've been using, that I've been loving, the brands that I've been messing with this year. And, I really thank everybody who, put me on to different products. And I also, thank these brands that are making really cool things for me to dive into. Because, when you get into products that really just hold you down, you really have a certain appreciation for that. And like I said to many people, I don't care to have so much anymore. I just want the good things of it. So if it comes to a phone, if it comes to a deodorant or a pair of sunglasses, let me find things that will last over time, that will just hold me down. That's my top favorite things of 2019. Not sure which things I will be giving away free, but so let me know some of your favorite things of 2019. I'll be picking, some random people to give some random gifts away. As you know, 2019 has been an amazing year for me, and I want to do even more. And I apologize for not having as much content this year on my channel as I had in years before. But I'll tell you, man, like, don't always get in your own way when it comes to the development of your life. I talk so much about balance and trying to balance things, whether it's my family life, my work life, this YouTube thing, and everything in between. It's hard to find it all and balance it all. And go with what inspires you. Go with what makes you feel just excited. And I've had some amazing experiences this year, and that's taken me away from being able to do content over and over, go over and over and over week by week. But I'll tell you, it allows me to come back to my audience and tell you what I've learned and tell you the things that I've seen and the people that I've met. So be on the lookout for different content, and hopefully you will still rock with me. But I want to bring more into this channel besides just what I do on iOS and what I do to edit video. I mean, those are great things that I've learned because they excited me and they, enticed me to want to learn more about it. But the more that I go about life, the more that I want to share so that people can become better, then become the best of themselves. And that's all I'm trying to do. So that's that. And it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, so if you're in the States, happy Thanksgiving. And to all of those who don't celebrate that, I still say thank you, and I'm very thankful for you and thankful for your support. So that is that. That's what I got today, my 10 favorite things of 2019. I'll be talking to y'all more about whatever that is that excites me and impresses me about life. So I'll talk to y'all in the next one.